KaylasBeautyBoutique here, and today's video is just going to be a dog sitting 101 video. And as you'll notice, I'm not in my usual background spot from my last two videos. That is because I'm currently dog sitting. So that is what brought me to the idea of doing a dog sitting video. This is going to be the only weird one. You guys probably don't find this interesting, but I didn't know what else to do because I'm not at my house. But so I'm just going to give you the basics of dog sitting and tips and what to do and all that fun stuff. If you guys are new to this channel, please subscribe, and let's just get into the video. Okay guys, what to bring. This kind of depends on where you are dog sitting at. If the house you're going to be staying at is close to your house, don't bring a lot of stuff. But if you are dog sitting and it's farther away from your house, bring all the stuff you need. Don't overpack, don't pack your entire house. Just bring all the stuff you need. So for example, I'm currently pretty close to my house. It's literally maybe a 3-minute drive from here to my house. And so all the things I brought was the basic stuff: toothpaste, toothbrush, mouthwash, hair tie, hairbrush, retainer, chapstick just in case, extra underwear and bras, and my pajamas, shoes. That's about it. And then I also brought a book, my computer, my camera, obviously, my purse, medication, my car, obviously. So I didn't bring that much stuff, right? But if you're a person who is going to be staying in a house that is like a farther drive, bring your shower stuff, bring all your clothes. The reason why I don't have my shower stuff here is because every morning I go back to my house and take a shower, just so then I didn't have to haul my shower stuff over here. But in 2 weeks I'm dog sitting again for another family. I probably will bring all of my shower stuff and all of my clothes because they live significantly farther away than I'm dog sitting now. So I probably won't be going home nearly as much, which is okay. So it just kind of depends on where you're staying and how far away you're staying and of what to bring. What to expect? There's a lot to expect with dog sitting. Not really. It's mostly common sense, I think. Expect to be alone. You're going to be alone a lot. It's kind of depressing, but that's okay. Expect to wake up early, depending on the dog. When I dog sat for my ex-boyfriend's dog, I would wake up, let the dog out, feed the dog, and then go back to bed for a few hours, and the dog would let me do that, but these dogs won't. I am up at 7:30 with them, taking them out and feeding them, and I try to go back to bed Monday, I think. Monday, and it's currently Wednesday when I'm filming this. You will see this Saturday. Yeah, so Monday I tried to go back to bed, but they wouldn't let me go back to bed, and I was like, okay, I guess I'm getting up. So expect to maybe wake up early depending on the dog you have. Expect some messes to clean up. You're probably going to have those, but that's okay. It's part of life. Not really. But what can you do? to do during emergencies. I have not really had a major emergency while dog sitting. Knock on wood. I scared the dogs. They got up when I did that, but knock on wood. I hope I don't have any emergencies. But in case I ever did, I know who to contact because I just kind of know. I know this family really well, and so I know my people. I don't even have to ask the owners what contacts. But when I dog sat for my ex-boyfriend's dog, his mom would give me a list of contacts, like who to contact if something happens, if you need help with anything, all that fun stuff. And then I also have my parents. I mostly use my parents because I know them more than I know anybody else, obviously. And so I just use them for contacts, emergency contacts. And they're super nice about it too. They're like, hey, if you need anything at night, just give us a call and we'll help you. I like that. I'm safe. I know I'm safe. Tips I have for dog sitting. If the dog is mopey, play with them at least once or twice a day so they can get some energy out. I've had that happen before. Not this week because there's 2 of them that I'm actually watching and they play with each other at least twice a day. But before, the first few times I ever dog sat, the dog was like very mopey and I like used a toy. I just played with the dog, you know. I basically played with the dog to get some energy out of him. So just do that if the dog is kind of mopey. You're probably going to get a mopey dog away from the owners. It happens. It's normal. It's okay. Another huge tip I have 2 big tips. Okay, the biggest one that should absolutely not be an optional choice, talk to the owner the week before you start dog sitting. Because, I mean, this is common sense. If you don't do this, you're really dumb for not doing it. Each time I babysit, I like contact the owner and I'm like, hey, do you want to like get together somewhere at your house or in public somewhere and talk about what to do with the dogs while you're gone and when I'm there, and how to feed them, how to take care of them, when to let them out, what to feed them, when to feed them, all that fun stuff. And it's really helpful. It really is. I don't think I could do this without instructions. If you heard that little noise, that is one of the dogs right now. I don't know if you heard that or not. But that is the number 1 biggest tip I have for you. Just do it. It's not optional. Do it. Another big tip I have is the less dishes, the better. I have a fork and a spoon in the sink, and I have a bowl for breakfast, and then I also have a plate and a cup in there. It's basically what I need. And I wash them every single night after I've used them throughout the day, you know. And then I just keep them in the sink, and I'll put them back when I'm done here. I'll put everything back when I'm done here, obviously, so they don't have a mess to come to. So I just do that, and I try not to create more dishes than I need. I also eat at my house sometimes, or I'll have my parents bring food over sometimes, just so I don't have to like take food from the house, because I hate doing that. I do that for breakfast, but that's breakfast, you know. So that's another big tip. My last and final tip I think I have is bring a water bottle. Bring a water bottle. It'll be very handy to you. One, I always have a water bottle next to me when I sleep. And two, it's very convenient. What I do is every morning when I go take a shower at my own house, I fill that up with my own water, and so I'm not taking their water. And I live in the country and they live in town, so I'm not really used to like the town water, but that's okay. So I just kind of use my own water, plus it's really convenient because I don't have to take drinks from their house either, and so I just have like my own little water bottle, my convenient cup of liquid. That is all the tips I have for you. Let's recap of what we learned. Don't bring a lot of stuff if you don't need to. Less dishes the better. Eat your own meals from your house. Meet with the owner before you start dog sitting and do what they tell you to do while dog sitting. And one last thing I should mention is ask questions. Okay? And let's talk about that. Asking questions is very important. I asked the owner questions before they left, when we were going over things and all that crazy stuff. And then when I was being concerned of like what the dogs were doing, for example, going to the bathroom at night, I texted the owner and I was like, hey, is this normal? Blah, 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 blah. I just ask questions. I try not to bother the owners too much, especially if they're going on a vacation, because obviously they don't want to be texting you 24/7 answering questions that you have. But no, that's okay. A few questions here and there is not going to hurt. It's going to be really helpful. There are no dumb questions. You guys probably hear that a lot, but there's no dumb questions. Don't be afraid to ask. They'll understand, obviously, and your week or a few days, weekend, will go smooth as a button. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that video, and I hope you got something out of it. I say that in all my videos, don't I? That is okay. But I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I hope it wasn't too boring for you. I literally had nothing else to do. I had no idea what to do. Next week's... the videos will be better after this. I promise. Just stick with me here, please. But, so I think I'm going to go, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!